Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're watching right around the world. That's right, after Easter and a 2-week break, we are back. It's time for KRL. The season rolls on. Round 4, and tonight it's Tier 2 coming to you from the famous Circuit de la Sarthe. Of course, the Le Mans 24-hour circuit here tonight. Tier 2, like I mentioned, and great to have everybody in the lobby here tonight. 14 drivers. Nemo, how we going, guys? Going very nicely indeed. Hello to everybody on the live chat tonight. Hi, Kane. Yes, Crumpkin there saying a big hello, and alongside me tonight, our usual man couldn't make it, Wilco, but, well, we've got yourself instead.
Yeah, Rob Dog is apparently touching up some chickens, so I'm definitely the commentator tonight. But we'll just have a couple minutes, while these supercars stuff gets going, and then we'll take their limelight.
We certainly will. For anyone that doesn't know what's going on at the moment, we've got some other things on our mind at the moment. We've clashed directly, haven't we, with the V8 Supercars All-Stars E-Series. So it's still good to see 5 people are watching, Wilco, but we've sort of got one eye on one screen and one eye on the other one tonight.
Yeah, it's we might have to work out a better time or something for this Tier 2 stuff, but as I said, we'll just wait another minute or two and make sure everyone's in the lobby that needs to be in here, and then we'll get going for some Le Mans action.
And as soon as I mentioned the viewers, Wilco, we've lost 2 now. We've got 3 people watching the stream, 2 of which are you and me. So anyway, but hang in there with us. We didn't know this, did we, Wilco, before all this COVID-19 business kicked off. We didn't know that we would be clashing with the Supercars All-Stars E-Series. Who knows? Yours truly might even get a mention. Wilco, I've got it set. I watched the first 2 races. I've got the recorder set, so hopefully, best. I might save the best till last. Fingers crossed.
I should maybe just warm up with a commentary. Oh my god, there's a massive crash in the supercar scene, so I think this is your moment to shine, Trev. I think they're going to have a chat after it, because there was just a massive crash going through turn 2 at Barcelona. Oh my god. There was actually a massive pile-up. So, I think we're going to... Oh god, there's cars going everywhere. What is it with the last race of the night? These boys just full on turn up. But hopefully, the guys we got tonight are... cleaner drivers than that Monza crash last week, which of course the man sitting beside me actually won the competition and was posted all over the Supercars Facebook page.
That's right, and I think I've just seen the next 30 seconds for this week's competition, Wilco.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I'm watching it as we speak, but I've just caught up. I think we're on a bit of a delay there, but anyway, that's Foxtel for you. But we're going to wait another couple of minutes, getting back to this race tonight. Like I said, Tier 2 action. I'll get back to our stream and leave Foxtel there. But Big Shep's been good enough to join us here tonight. Gamerskew, I still have trouble with that. Big hello to you, Bradley Marshall out there, who's officially announced his retirement from Tier 2. And I wonder if the V8 E-Series has got anything to do with that, because he's followed it up with a hashtag V8 E-Series. Massive crash. We've just mentioned that, Brad. Great to have you with us here tonight. And Big Shep says, well done, Trev, from Shepo. That's absolute gold. Still need to get down the Scoresby part of the world and have a frothy with you, Big Shep, or even head down to Simbad's if indeed when we can, once the lockdown restrictions have finished. But 14 drivers here tonight, all the regular names, Wilco, and the countdown is on. We're ready to go racing again.
Yeah, we're ready to go now. So we're trying to time this perfectly, where this quali session, which is an extra 5 minutes this week for Tier 2, so it's not 10 minutes, now 20 minutes. We're expecting that the E-Series race will be finishing just as our race is starting. So hopefully we've timed that right, and the people can just sit on the couch in their isolation chamber and just keep watching racing all night.
Yep, sounds pretty good to me. We can't do any of this in real life, of course, so once again we're stuck with the esports stuff, but it's fantastic stuff. You can see the circuit there on your screen, 13.62 kilometres, 38 turns, medium cloud for the race tonight. Host, of course, of the French Grand Prix, the 24-hour race, the famous 24-hour race, World Endurance Championship stuff. and plenty other forms of motorsport as well. Race lap record here, 3 minutes 17. Mike Conway in the 2019 race in the LMP1 car. And this circuit going right back to the 1906 French Grand Prix. A semi-permanent motor racing circuit, chiefly known, of course, for the 24-hour race. And Wilco, I bet everyone couldn't have got through the rest of the night without knowing a bit of a history about this place.
No, definitely not. You're the man, the stats man, not the facts man. Well, I guess it's the same sort of thing. But here we are, beautiful track. These boys are going to be racing into the twilight tonight, into a bit of beautiful night Le Mans action. As my phone's just locked itself, so I can no longer see what's going on in the E-Series stuff. But I'm trying to make sure we get old mate Trevor Byers.
I'll keep you updated, Wilco.
Yeah,
I've got it on the screen. Good. I can't. I won't be able to hear myself if indeed I'm on.
I'll get our stream up, so we can get that extra viewer.
Good stuff. All right, here we go. The Prince of Darkness, like our man Wilco said. We've tacked on some extra time this week in this qualifying session because it's such a long lap around here, isn't it, Wilco? And some interesting corners. I've heard Kart Dude throughout the course of the week leading up to this race tonight saying it's pretty easy. It's just just straights and a couple of chicanes. But there's some pretty difficult corners in here as we ride on board now with the Prince of Darkness himself. The Porsche curves, the Corvette curves, Indianapolis, these corners can catch you out, Wilco, if you're not careful, especially at night.
Oh yeah, definitely. These long straights mean tyres go cold, and going through these fast corners, and they are very fast corners, especially that last Porsche curve sequence. It's very easy if you've got real low wings, which you need for this track. It's very easy to fire off into the wall, but if we remember back to about a year and a half ago, last time we raced here, there was that Titanic Kart Dude versus Formula 1 Rocks, aka Big Dog Jono, and do you remember what happened that end last lap there, Trev? I don't know if you do.
Oh, I certainly do. I've got a long memory, and it did not end well, I can tell you that, Wilco. Both, like we usually say, both were off each other's Christmas card lists. And I tell you what, I'm not too sure. I remember the commentary. I remember the call, actually. I think our man Rob Pearson was up and about, and I think he wanted to order a number 15 Thai green curry chicken noodles or something. But and they were hammer and tongs all race, and it was so close, wasn't it, towards the end?
Oh, yeah, and it was. And another fun fact, do you remember who actually won that race in the steward's room?
I think I'm talking to him, aren't I?
Oh yeah, I'll claim it. That's a Le Mans victory.
Good stuff. No conflict of interest there, that's for sure. As well, look at that. We've already chipped off 2 minutes in this session. As Big Nemo,
that's still on an outlet.
Hashtag Nemo Nation. As Brad's been good enough to keep us updated. Verstappen versus McLaughlin. Di Pasquale caught up in a crash there. Was on for solid points. Story of my life. Nemo, let's go Tier 2. Big Shep says I farted at work today and talk about social distancing.
Oh yeah.
And
he did. And let me just put this.
Let's tell a story.
That sentence into some visual sort of aids here. Do you think of a old man dropping his guts and it's going for a good 20 seconds? That's old Big Shep there. And my God, does the strip the paint off the walls.
That's how Big Shep rolls, no doubt about that. But yeah, didn't need any visual aids there, that's for sure, Wilco. But thank you for that. 11 and a half minutes to go in this session, and nobody has set a time so far. And boy, there's so much information coming in on both these monitors here, but we'll try and keep you updated with all of it. As our man Morning Glory Hash there behind Reaper, 666, the Prince of Darkness. And first driver starting a hot lap, Wilco, we're here tonight?
Yeah, it's only taken 4 minutes for an outlet, but that's the problem with Le Mans. But I think we've got John Dog saying, Jason, seriously, I'm not sure what he's talking about there. Maybe he's talking about my story I just told about Big Shep.
Well, that's big hello to you, John Dog. I thought the story was quite funny, actually, Wilco, and if we find it funny, that's all that matters. But quick mention as well tonight, you probably noticed things look a little bit different, I should say. That's because we aren't on the OBS software at the moment, Wilco, due to technical issues, otherwise known as a bit of a lack of interest, given with what's been happening in the last few days. No, we shouldn't say that. But we'll be back tomorrow, Wilco, with all the trimmings, bells and whistles for Tier 1.
Oh yeah, so anyway, back to this. So we're on board with the King of Dark Souls here, Reaper, just going through the first chicane. If you get that right, you got another 150,000 corners to go. So going down the through the S's here, onto the left-hander, fast left-hand, you can't touch the inside curb, and you can't miss it at the apex like that because it just mucks your run up big time here. So we'll jump on board with Morning Glory. Oh, no, he dropped back a bit, so that's alright. So go back on board with Reaper, and we'll have a look at these top speeds between the Ford, the BMW, I think we've got an Aston Martin, and of course the Corvette. So we'll see what the top speeds are like.
Here we go then down the back straight, whose name I won't even attempt to mention, but it's very fast and it's very, very straight on the back half of this circuit. As you can see there, 270 kilometres an hour we're seeing the Prince of Darkness reach here, and that is great. Look at that beautiful footage there, is down into the braking zone now. Morning Glory Hash.
Look at this speed.
Behind him, 294. He must have one of those magical setups of yours, Wilco. He's absolutely flying here down to third gear. 120 Ks, try and get a bit of curb on the outside. There is Aussie Assault. These guys, we've already gone 6 minutes now in qualifying, Wilco, yet to set a time. A couple of guys, Kakadu and someone else in the pits there. That's
deep. Oh, he pulled it up somehow.
He's managed to get it back there, but John Dog said, I came in at the end of that joke, sounded very average indeed. He said he just heard the dropping his guts bit. Of course,
it wasn't a joke. It's a serious issue that Big Shepherd Work has, and he has to walk around with a nappy on to make sure he has no accidents.
Yep, and just covering all bases there, Shep. Great stuff. Hello to you, Cart Dude says, g'day boys. Big hello to you down there in the great land of Tasmania. And the comments streaming through now. We've still got 11 viewers, 9, make that 9 viewers now. 8 minutes 20 to go in this session. Voodoo Child there on your screen. And given that this track is so long, the traffic shouldn't really be an issue with over half a dozen cars on this circuit, Wilco.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. But saying that, you wouldn't mind grabbing a nice slipstream on these 4 long straights. But looks like there's no one really close enough, so you might see a bit more of that action tomorrow night. But who knows, because I haven't even done a lap yet. Neither has Cartoon, Jono, and a few of us. So we've playing a bit too much dirt 2.0 with the new game coming out free. So, sorry, the new of the free games. But we've got a bit of a battle going on here. When I say battle, I mean slipstream battle. But we'll go back to Reaper, as he's going to be the first car across the line. And they're only going to get 2 laps, maybe 3, if they have enough fuel and don't blow their engine. They might get 3 laps, but it should be just the 2 laps for these boys tonight. Only 15 minutes quali.
2 minutes, or 2 laps I should say, as we ride on board now with Reaper. Cart Dude says probably should practice, but FIFA is life. Hashtag Cart Dude Nation. Big Shep wants to know, how are the chickens going? Whether that's a message for Cart Dude down there at KFC. Rob?
Oh, well, yeah, maybe it could be Rob, could be Cart Dude. They start with Rob and then Cart Dude and end up in someone's belly, I guess. But
yeah, that's the food chain. I guess that's how it all works. But just under 7 minutes remaining here, and what a beautiful camera view this is. We're in the cockpit with the Prince of Darkness, the Harvester of Souls himself, and it is a very long lap, like we've said a few times here. But this little tricky, dinky-die little chicane,
don't muck it up.
Track limits, don't muck it up there as Reaper comes across the line for the first official time, and it's 4 minutes, 0.02.117. And what can Morning Glory Hash do on his first official run here in qualifying tonight? He comes across the finish line. Must have been invalidated there, Wilco. So still we've only got Reaper. And
the next guy across the line isn't trying to work it out.
Boy, I'll tell you what, we might, to the way it's going, we might see a repeat of Monza from 2019 in the F1 qualifying. They just might not get around in time, but look at that. Who's that in P1 there, Wilco? We've got a new pole sitter.
That's Craig.
Craig.
We've just been picked by Voodoo Child.
Well, forget about Craig. He's out of contention because we've got our first lap in under 4 minutes around this circuit. 3 minutes 57.392 for Voodoo Child there, and he takes provisional pole position here tonight. Round 4 of KRL season number 1 Tier 2. Don't forget to join us tomorrow night as well as we're getting information through that Verstappen is leading Van Gisbergen. Wilco is leading the race, and Aussie
I'll tell you
Assault
what,
there.
the most annoying thing in the world is doing a lap around Le Mans and stuffing up the last corner, because that is a long lap, because it invalidates the next lap as well. So that could be Aussie Assault, although he still went first, so he's still got a bit of time to find. But all these boys that haven't done a timed lap, that is a damn good set. That's the Aston Martin, isn't it? Yeah, it is. That's a damn good sounding car by It's the Wolf.
Looking absolutely good. It's the Wolf 464, but you're right. I tell you what, you've got to concentrate for the entire part of that lap, Wilco, and if you get that invalidated on what Alan Jones used to call those little Mickey Mouse chicanes at the end of this circuit, then and you get another lap invalidated, you're doing 25 kilometres for no real gain, aren't you?
Oh yeah, and that is when wheels get thrown through windows out into pools. So hopefully these boys can put a lap together and shouldn't have that problem.
That's it for sure. It's the Wolf now, 464, and that beautiful sounding car of his. And 8 people on the stream now. We love each and every one of you. You know that. We say it each and every week. Hope you all had a good Easter. It's great to have you with us as we're coming lap 8 out of 11 in the V8 Supercars All-Stars E-Series. Verstappen leads Van Gisbergen. That is a very spicy looking battle there. And thanks to everyone in the comments who's letting us know the top 3 will go. But we'll try and stick with what we came here for. And that is this Tier 2 race here tonight for KRL. And thanks for sticking with us. Past 1.15k subscribers as well, Wilco. So we're going global. We seem to be becoming a movement at the moment.
Oh yeah, and I'm just doing a little shameless plug to Project Cars who just gave us a retweet, just telling them about how you won a certain Supercars prize again.
That's very good stuff. I can't seem to get on Twitter at the moment, but I will catch up with the social side of things later tonight. And it's the Wolf there having a bit of a moment. But 3 minutes 56, Aussie Assault now, so he's gone even quicker. And there's some huge gaps in the field. Just don't watch Foxtel, we'll just concentrate on what we came here to do. But look at this, so Aussie Assault 639 now, 7/10 ahead. Let's just go through the order then. Voodoo Child on a 3 minute 57 lap. And then it is Craig, 3.9 seconds off of pole position. The Prince of Darkness, he will need to get a bit of a hurry on there in the Ford, that's for sure. He's 5.5 seconds off the pace, and then it's Compact down there. Our man just having a little bit of sideways action coming out of that corner. And then Crumpkin, hi Crumpkin. Great to have you with us in that beautiful looking Pirelli livery, which is what I chose actually for the practice lobby that I never managed to get it going. But It's the Wolf is the first of our drivers yet to set a time. Not a bad looking livery on that car as well. But, well, 2 minutes 20 now, Wilco. So this should be, or definitely will be, their last time around, if they can get around within that time frame of about 4 minutes, so they can have another run.
Oh yeah, we might go on board with Reaper. I think he was the first one across the line as he's gone through turn 1. I don't think he improved, so we'll go back to Morning Glory, who's popped up. I'll tell you what, how long was this track again, Trev?
13.6 something kilometres, I think.
And do you want to tell me the gap between first and second?
0.0.073 thousandths of a second.
Crazy or what?
Unbelievable.
So the Richter.
If we work that out, Wilco, 13.626 kilometres. How many gear changes is that per lap? And all of that energy, all of that talent going into all of that racing. 3 minutes 56.6 to 7. 3 minutes 56.7. So all of that to be that close is quite amazing. Never as we mind. Take a look. Here we go.
Never mind. Aussie Assault's just gone back and really assaulted those lap times there, and he's just gone 1.3 seconds clear.
Well, never mind about that. Aussie Assault's just gone that little bit quicker, that's for sure. But 3 minutes 55. That's a pretty handy lap around here, Wilco. We've got less than a minute remaining qualifying. Every driver is... Oh, LJ Hooker. Not some of your best work there, Mr. Hooker. That's for sure. And Brad, John Dog, Nemo, everybody keeping us updated on this race. John Dog says my money, which is no money, is on Voodoo for sure. And Brad saying the Beamer will suffer around Le Mans. Slow in a straight line, Wilco, so could be some issues for the BMWs tonight.
Yeah, they're not too bad. Like we saw the top speed of that Corvette, which is 293 or whatever it is, but the Beamer's still hitting. We're right on board with someone in the Beamer. See if he's on the front on the straight. Oh, here he is here. Compact. He's still hitting about 280. So yeah, it's 10 k's difference, but once you get slipstream and stuff, it should be pretty close.
Stuff. Here we go. Compact.
Slipstream, and there could be someone right on Compact Ginger at the moment. Yeah, there is. It must be Mr. Bubblejug or yeah, Mr. Bubblejug. It is.
It is Mr. Bubblejug, and on his shrimp boat now. And it's certainly not driving like a boat, that's for sure, but he's just run wide. Commentators cursed as soon as I said that. He's had a bit of a moment there, but he's slightly up on this split. You can see there on the dashboard, 0.59 thousandths of a second. And 2 minutes now his lap here, so he's about halfway through this lap here. Final lap, this will be the final run, of course, for the drivers here tonight. Project Cars 2, thank you for the retweet, thank you for the like. And who knows, we might even give you a retweet as well. Mr. Bubblejug there, he's gone awfully deep, and that is going to ruin his lap, Wilco.
Oh yeah, that's game, set and matches. Not sure, I think he might be a bit... Okay, no, it's all good. I didn't know what happened there. I looked up and there was a car sort of glitching out, but that's right. So we'll see who can improve, because Aussie Salt's pulled the pin. He's well, I'd say he's done a nice in-lap, but I think he's just returned the pits because 4 or 5 minute in-lap is just not what anyone wants to do. But we'll get these last few guys. They've got 130 seconds to finish their lap, so that's plenty of time, and we'll see how they go.
Here we go then, last
first guy.
time around. We're going to try and catch up with the first guy.
Reaper.
And Reaper, look at
sideways
that.
there.
Absolute sideways action there as we come through the last little part of this lap. We've already mentioned that you do 12.9 kilometres at this circuit. And if you stuff up the last, half a kilometre and a bit, it can be absolutely devastating to your lap. I reckon that, boy, he was cutting it fine there on the corners with track limits. But here we go then, Reaper across the line. Didn't improve, Wilco. We take a look at Craig now in the Ford.
The old famous cartoon Formula 1 Rocks corner, that one. But, yeah, a bit looser there with the Ford. But here we go, who's going to be... Can Craig, in his first proper run, can he jump into top 3? Let's have a look.
Let's have a look. Here we go across the line. Wilco, what can he do currently in the Ford? Oh, he's improved by about 0.4 of a second. Only good enough for the second row of the grid, Wilco.
Yeah, and we've got Compact and one more driver to come across the line. As Compact might have butchered that up. 12 seconds off the pace is a pretty big showing. And he jumps up to P4. And again, look at that gap between 4th and 5th there. Pretty close.
Oh my goodness, 19 thousandths of a second, but that is qualifying complete. Hi Crumpton, as the session is now complete as we take a look at that beautiful looking garage door there in the pit lane. But there we go, just recapping here tonight, some pretty big gaps, some big gaps, some small gaps in the field tonight. But that is qualifying done and dusted here for the KRL season round 4. Tier 2 here tonight. Aussie Assault taking pole position by 1.3 seconds over Morning Glory Hash. Voodoo Child, baby there in P3. Compact rounding out the second row of the grid. Craig in his first appearance in 5th. Reaper there in 6th. LJ Hooker, not quite the best there tonight. Wilco in 7th. It's the Wolf 8th. Mr. Bubblejug doing some of his best work. Hi, Crumpkin. Welcome to the top 10. Rick Oztech in 11th. Kakadu National Park in 12th. Those last two drivers, Rick Oztech and Kakadu, not even setting a time as we get ready to go racing, Wilco.
Oh yeah, they might have been the boys watching the supercar stuff. As I said, if you didn't want to qualify, and you wanted to watch supercar stuff, then you can do it. As I'm on the supercar stuff at the moment, it looks like Giz and Max are doing some doughies together. So I'm guessing, I don't know who actually won. Have we worked out in the comments? I sort of missed the ending there. So anyway, enough about that. We've got our race to go now, so here we go.
Yep. I always miss the ending, but here we go. Aussie Assault now back to this race. It's Morning Glory Hash in 2nd place. Hurry up, Wilco. It's Voodoo in 3rd. And Voodoo, oh geez, and I've lost it now. Craig Compact, there we go. Craig, the new boy, starting in 5th there as Reaper, the Prince of Darkness. He'll have to do plenty of soul harvesting there. Hooked, LJ Hooker, you're the best. It's the Wolf starting in 8th. Mr. Bobblejog, the Shrimp Boat Man in P9, rounding out the top 10. Hi, Crumpkin. And Rick Oztech down there in 11th, and the rest of them, Kakadu, rounding out our 12, a dozen drivers here tonight, all staring down into turn one. What will be going through their minds? 6 people watching the stream, not a bad result. We'll go considering what else is going on at the moment, but 12 drivers, 25 minutes. So we should see 6 to 7 laps. Depending on how quick they go, I guess, around this circuit tonight. Of course, a timed race rather than laps, being one of the longest circuits, if not the longest circuit that we go to in this championship season. I reckon it's easily the longest circuit, so we won't see too many laps, but it's not about that. It's about who can concentrate around here, and Short Fuse says, let's go Aussie. James Barton pretty happy with that, with no practice for this track. And Rimple Dimple says, good luck all. Great to have your company with us here tonight. We're almost ready to go racing. And with thanks to our main sponsor, Huey's Bakehouse down there in Scoresby, Victoria. Big hello to you. Are they still our main sponsor? We'll wait and see.
Yep.
But we are ready to get racing here. Staring down into the Dunlop curves and the Dunlop chicane. 12 drivers, 25 minutes. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, go for round 4 of KRL. And here we go then, and it's the Wolf riding on board with him. He gets squeezed a little bit at the start there, but everyone seems to have got away cleanly there. That could have been a little bit of the nudge. Someone off at the back, Kakadu into the barrier there backwards, but it's Aussie Assault who's maintained the lead. Voodoo in second. Morning Glory Hash there, who's, as he lost a place off the line, I think Aussie Assault. Then it's Craig, our new man in P4 as we go through the order. Mr. Bubble Jog has jumped a few places off the start. There was plenty of carnage in the opening couple of corners there. Mr. Bubble Jog and Mr. Bubble Jog Shrimp all going wide there, Wilco, but what a hectic start already.
Oh yeah, pretty crazy there. I think it was Hooks and Kakadu had an incident there, but luckily the Tier 2, they don't have any damage, so they can get going and try and catch the field as we've got a good battle here. Look at this. Remember how quickly these Corvettes were on the straight? Old Voodoo Child's getting absolutely swamped.
Well, here we go then. Look at this for the first time down the famous long straight here at Le Mans. First, second, third, all on your screen. Just 3/10 between them as Voodoo Child has a bit of a look at Aussie Assault. He's not going to get through there. He's not going to get past the Corvette, but he's pretty handy in a straight line, that's for sure. But boy, the slipstream very real at the moment here, Wilco. And just 5/10 separating them. You can see Compact further down the order, and Mr. Bubble Jug. And those two with penalties, Wilco. We missed what happened there. They might had a bit of argy-bargy there. As Aussie Assault down the inside. Look at this. Is he going to get the job done then into the chicane now? And Voodoo Child saying, don't forget about me back there in P3. He can't quite. Yes, he's got it done, has he, Wilco?
Yeah, Aussie Assault's he's still in second, so here we go, another slipstream battle here. So let's see the top speed that these boys race, because remember on this game you get a bit of a tow if you're in front as well. So let's see what Voodoo Child doesn't really have the guts at the moment, but he's going to hope that these two come together as here they go, side by side.
Side by side they race together. Here we go then.
He's gone deep.
He's so close. He's gone deep. And Voodoo Child front row seats to this. Good clean racing, says Big Shep. Jason Blackford says, come on, Mr. Bubble Jog. Shout out for you, people, Mary and Jason. And good stuff there. 22 minutes remaining in this race, and we're still on lap 1. It's a very long lap around here. There's your thumbnail, Womp, if you're watching. Aussie Assault there into the lead, just a few tenths ahead of Morning Glory Hash and Voodoo Child. And this is only going to end one way. It's been pretty clean so far, Wilco. But we all know what can happen around this circuit. But big hello to you, Jason, Shep. Sean Doyle says, send it. And just send it. Great stuff. That's part of our intro here on KRL. But lap 1, 5/10 from Aussie Assault in P1. Back to Morning Glory Hash, then Voodoo Child. And 3 seconds further back as we go through the order here on lap 1, Compact. Then it's Mr. Bubba Jug, who's, well, he's got it's the Wolf for company. They're catching him at a rapid rate of knots. Then it's Grim Reaper, the Prince of Darkness, 666, LJ Hooker, you're the best. Craig has dropped a few positions off the starting grid there, and under all sorts of pressure from that beautiful black livery car there of Rick Oztech, Wilco.
It's a damn good livery car, that old black BMW. I feel like I've seen that car before, and I actually feel like I've driven that car before, which I have, because that is my car. But anyway, enough about that. So Kakadoo's back up to P11 and Crump is mowing the, well, it's not really grass. It's the, no, he's all good. He's back on track. He's got a lot of fuel on board, so he must be doing 2 races here.
Yes, here we go. Aussie Assault and Morning Glory Hash Voodoo, then end of lap 1 into lap 2. And the track temperatures, it's going to get much, much cooler out there too, Wilco. I reckon as the sun begins to set here. And Jason Blackford says, great call, lads. Great call. Great to have you with us. Not a bad name either there, Jason. Great to have your company. Thanks very much for that. But it's the Wolf. Have a look at this. Is that LJ Hooker? You're the best, Wilco. Going down on the inside it is. And he's through up into the top 6 now.
Yeah, good move there. I think Wolf just got out of that nice and early because he's on that inside line and he didn't want LJ Hooker to come across and collect him. But we all know LJ Hooker is a damn good racer and yeah, he's taking that position there for P6.
Good stuff. There we have it. So look at this. 20 minutes remaining in this race here. Lap 2. And what a race we are currently seeing at the moment. Sun setting here at the Circuit de la Sarthe in France. 13.6 kilometres, top speed 303. I reckon Morning Glory Hash is winning the speed traps there. A little bit of slipstream involved as well. Is he going to have a go? No. And he doesn't make, well, he just manages to avoid contact there. But you just got to get it wrong slightly around this circuit and you will pay the price. And look at that, 7/10. So we're on lap 2 now and still just 7/8 of a second separating our top 3. Look at that beautiful wide shot there on the camera angle. Aussie Assault still leading this race. And now Voodoo's dropped a few more tenths behind now. So they're starting to spread out, Wilco. And how far do you need to be in front of the driver behind you before that slipstream isn't really an issue anymore down the main straight?
Just over a second should be plenty enough. You see, we're right aboard the Aston Martin here. That's not the Aston Martin, that's the Aston Martin. We have a look at a lot of different cockpits and stuff by the different cars, which is pretty cool. As we see, we've got the Ford in front there of Reaper, and it's the Wolf here. Going through that second chicane and onto the third of the 4 long straights. As we go back to that lead, because they're side by side right now.
Oh, side by side, look at this. Morning Glory Hash just behind Aussie Assault there. And where is he going to have a go? Very challenging. You can see the sun starting to peek through there. Starting to set here, of course. And that will make finding those braking points and those braking zones ever more difficult around this circuit. As Morning Glory Hash then looking to line up Aussie Assault. Much easier to chase than to lead. And he's out alongside him. Will he make a move? No, Wilco. He's managed to pull out of that one. But coming through the final 3 quarters of this lap, and he's so close. We've seen contact made here before. Oh, Cartoon's famous corner will go. They don't make contact.
No, there is. But
now they do.
Nothing serious.
Nothing serious. It's complicated. You could say 18 minutes remaining in this race, and we're only on lap 2 here tonight. As Morning Glory Hash, we're going to stick with this battle because it's pretty much the closest thing happening on the circuit at the moment. As we've still got the 12 drivers running who started this race. Morning Glory Hash is all over the back of him, and he's not giving him any space at all, is he really? And he's just managed to get a few tenths of a second out there, but it's so marginal, Wilco. Any mistake is going to cost them here.
Oh yeah, and I think we talked about the mistake. I think Voodoo there has dropped back a little bit. As he's 3 seconds off the pace, and that could be almost race over unless these two at the front come together, because these Corvettes are a bit quicker in the straight line, and that could be them slipstream each other saying see you later Voodoo.
And that could be it for sure, but still we've got plenty of action left. Stick with us. The E-Series stuff's just finished, so we might get a few more viewers. Yes, we have in fact. We've got 12 now, Wilco, so we're going all right at the moment. We're back after a 2-week break, 13, so the viewers are picking up at the moment, so good to see that. Big hello to every one of you. Don't be shy to get your comments in here. Lap 3 now, out of however many laps we can get in the next 16 and a bit minutes. Make that 14. My goodness, the numbers are absolutely going off. But Morning Glory Hash now has just dropped a little bit behind Aussie Assault. And is he just trying to save those tyres, get out of the dirty air? Because as we know, it's not just in real life. That dirty air can really kill you, can't it, Wilco, if you're too close to the car in front?
Oh yeah, especially through the corners, but on the straights, that's all you want. You want that let's see how he's probably, well, he's 3/10 behind. Let's see this close up at the end of the Mulsanne straight here.
There we go, Morning Glory Hash. And he's going to close up here. We've seen his top speeds be in excess of 300 kilometres an hour down this straight. And you can see he's going to do it again here. He's got a pretty good run on Aussie Assault. But what's Aussie Assault going to do? He's going to stay on the outside. And Morning Glory Hash says, don't worry about that. I'll go down the inside for good measure. But a little bit of a switch back there. But he can't quite get the move done. As Jason Blackford saying, bubbles with a few spots. Aussie and Morning are on fire. Hang in there, Jason Blackford, because your man, Mr. Bubble Jog, is in 5th, 4 seconds off of Compact in P4. There he is. And he's not really coming under pressure from LJ Hooker behind him. But I've got to say, oh my goodness, Wilco, that lead is nothing now at the moment. Look at that. Morning Glory Hash as we go through the order. It's the Wolf down there in 9th. Craig's List in 7th. Craig 92, our new man. Reaper, the Prince of Darkness, coming up to harvest the soul of Craig here, I reckon, Wilco, and he looks like he might be through here.
Yeah, he's definitely got that. Oh, he's on the inside of this next left-hander of the chicane, and Wolf, or who was it, Wolf? Yeah, he's trying to make it 3 wide almost. So that Aston has a bit of poke on the straights there. As he goes really slow there and get a nice exit. Oh, he nearly spun it, but he's all good. So see what top speed he can get now.
Here we go then. It's the Wolf inside the cockpit here. The lights, the light, the day to night transition looking very nice here at the moment. And John Dog saying, shit, that's fast. Can we use those cars tomorrow, Jason?
Well, I have a setup for Ford, so yeah, sure, why not?
Sure can, John Dog. You heard it here first, brother. But 14 minutes remaining. It is Morning Glory Hash in the lead now over Aussie Assault. But it's all about this Craig and Reaper.
Oh.
What's going on here? Aussie Assault looking to have another go. Are we coming up to the famous Cart Dude corner here? Or is that a little bit further on?
Both of the two. That's the Jono corner and the other one's the Cart Dude corner.
Jono and Cart Dude corners respectively. But Morning Glory Hash, it's not too difficult to go deep there at the Jono corner. But LJ Hooker, you're the best. And I can tell you now that hang in there, Wilco. Jason Blackford, sorry, force of habit, but LJ Hooker coming up behind. Too many Jasons spoil the party, but he's coming up behind Mr. Bubble Jug. And Mr. Bubble Jug will be looking in the mirrors of his shrimp boat down there, because he's going to be coming under all sorts of pressure from LJ Hooker for that P5 soon. But here we go, Aussie Assault then. And Morning Glory Hash. And we haven't mentioned Voodoo much in the last couple of minutes, but he's dropped 3.8 seconds further back. And across, coming up to the start, finish straight through the last part of this lap. And what's it like being under that sort of pressure, Wilco? You've been there plenty of times before. You've won this race on this game in previous championships. And what is that pressure all about when you got someone so close to you?
Yeah, it sort of depends who it is. If you've got someone like Aussie who's a good racer, it doesn't really matter too much. You know you're not going to really have a dive. But saying that, let's see if he does at the moment. Oh, no, he doesn't. So the good thing about this track is you can sort of stay behind through the corner and just pass easily on the straight. But you sort of want to time it right so you get in the pass going into Indianapolis, which is that last fast right-hander into that left-hander after Indianapolis, which is then into the Jono and Brody corner. So you want to be in front coming out of that and hopefully pull away through the Porsche curves.
That's where you want to be. As lap 4 now, we're going to finish this race in the night time. Please stop texting me, whoever's texting me. But anyway, it's going to be very difficult around here. You can see those headlights starting to take over, Wilco. And you don't want to be coming across, we've seen it, haven't we, in real life, lap traffic on that back straight as Crumpkin looks as though he's had a moment. He is down there in P12 at the moment there in the BMW there. Rick Oztech in the BMW as well down there in 11th. I'm guessing those two must have had some contact that we didn't see at some stage, Wilco.
Yeah, it must have been something, because they were definitely going slow there, but they are a minute and a half off the pace at the moment, so they're having their own little battle for P11, which unfortunately is no points. So they're going to hope one of these boys in the front drop out or something, I guess.
Battle for pride. Who knows? Top 10 finishers get points, of course. And Mr. Bubble Jug. I don't know why I have to say it like that, but looks like LJ Hooker is through. So Jason Blackford, your man, is down into P6 at the moment. Big hello to you and everyone else watching tonight. We've still got 11 people, so our beloved regulars have stuck with us just to tick over 11 minutes in this race here tonight. And boy, oh boy, what a time. What a strange world we're living in, Wilco. It's all about the esports stuff now. As what's going on here? We're just recapping the order, I think, Wilco. We're looking at these penalties.
Yeah,
Compact,
seeing the penalties as well. Yep.
3 seconds for Compact there, and both 1 second penalties to Mr. Bubble Jug. And it's the Wolf 464. So there are the penalties. 3 drivers have penalties on your screen. Of those, Compact has the worst of them, but he's currently 6 seconds ahead of LJ Hooker. So that shouldn't be an issue if he can keep that gap. More than 3 seconds, of course. So 10 and a half minutes to go. It is a very long lap around here. You've got to concentrate for every one of those 13 kilometres. Even the end, the John Dog corners, the Cart Dude corners, the John O corners, not John Dog, what am I talking about? I'm looking at his name in the comments. It's completely throwing me off. But the Prince of Darkness, Wilco, look at this. The Prince of Darkness in P8, and he's right behind It's the Wolf. And he'll be waiting for that sun to set to harvest a few souls here, I reckon, down there in P8. Aussie Assault, look at this battle, Wilco. It is not over yet. Have a look at this.
Going.
Here we go. It is still going now. Aussie Assault. The hunter has become the hunted. The hunted has become the hunter. I never get that right, Wilco, but you know what I'm trying to say. As Aussie Assault then currently in P2. Look at this. Unbelievable racing. Just the sort of stuff we get used to here in KRL. Great to have you with us, 4th gear. Look at this. Aussie Assault almost off the circuit. They're trying to maintain that position and trying to get into P1, I should say, in the Corvette. And Morning Glory Hash, he's pretty handy in a straight line. Can he get through here? No, Aussie Assault stays in second for the time being, but he's going to have another crack at him. Heading towards the start, finish straight now, but Aussie Assault, look at that, he just doesn't quite have enough pace to get through there, Wilco.
No, he doesn't, and that last lap time, Morning Glory was that little bit quicker, but I think these boys, yeah, the Reaper and It's the Wolf are still looking pretty close, as Reaper's just raked the It's the Wolf there in the ass, and then he just pulled heaps of times. So obviously Reaper and the Ford just has a bit more downforce, but not so much top speed. So which is what we found out in the last GTE season until we got to Bathurst. For some reason the Ford was way quicker, but that's alright, we'll worry about that for another time.
We certainly will, and you are spot on, Dalrymple Dimple. God bless you there. Look at that. Just get your comments into the stream, folks. 14 people. Oh, yes. Just nearly broke into the Bruce McAvaney there. I've been playing too much AFL, Wilco. But anyway, I digress because it's a ding-dong battle up the front. It sure is, Dalrymple Dimple. It is getting very spicy, as our assistant manager of the chicken farm over there in South Australia would say. Rob, big hello to you. I know he'll be watching this back. Shout out to our man, Rob Pearson, one of the Untouchables. It's been a pretty good week for the Untouchables, actually. We've got to say, Wilco. But that is an inside joke, which I won't trouble you with at the moment because there's 7 minutes remaining in this race. And I can hear you asking yourself, how is Aussie Assault going to get through here? And in the remaining 7 minutes of this race, 5/10 quicker on that last tour was Morning Glory Hash. Tour Wilco being French for lap. But is he going to have another go here?
Oh, I don't know. He's trying to set him up. So, that could be a little bit wide there for Morning Glory, but no, all good. So, play on. And he's a lot closer this time, Aussie Assault. So he's got to just get that inside line because there's a right-hander coming up over this crest, down into a real fast right-hander into a big heavy braking zone. So here we go. Going for the inside. I might go to trackside camera for this.
Magnificent camera work there. Look at this, Aussie Assault in the lead, but Morning Glory Hash says not for long. I'm here, let's go and play, and they almost make contact. Dalrymple Dimple, Voodoo Child playing the waiting game, and Dalrymple Dimple saying special. And Kai has been good enough to join us. Hello to you, dear, and good stuff. That is my lovely wife, Kaima, who's been good enough to join us. Big fan, original since day one. Good to have you with us as well. But Morning Glory Hash, this battle is where it's at here at the beautiful Circuit de la Sarthe, the sun setting. As look at this, John Dog. This is some great racing, boys, no doubt about that. And Morning Glory Hash now These two just biding their time. And Dimple saying Voodoo Child also playing the waiting game down there, but he's playing a bit of a waiting game, Wilco. He's 6.5 seconds further back, so he might want to get a move on, I reckon, with 6 minutes remaining in this race and about a 3-minute 56 lap. I don't think you can wait too much longer there, Dimple, but I appreciate what you're trying to say. As well, it's less than 6 minutes now, and Jason Blackford, I'm just going to call him Blackie so I don't get confused with yourself, Wilco, and this other Jason. Aussie, he's saying Aussie will grab a late win, I think. Morning is fast though, and a little bit interesting there, so get your predictions in, and it is great to have you with us here tonight. Lap 5 out of this race, and coming up to the last part of the lap, it's getting very dusky and dark at the moment, and the sun has gone, so it'll be easy to see, as Big Shep Lou Richards would have said. What a ring-a-ding-ding. Thank you for that, Shep. And oh, Morning Glory is off,
no.
off. The track, Wilco, what happened there?
I sort of missed it because I was looking down at Shep's comment, but I'm thinking did he tag the back of Aussie, or did he just lose off the curb?
I think he just lost it all on his own. And Blackie saying that's the waiting game. And boy, these people in the comments are right onto it now. Heading through the Dunlop curves, start of lap 6.
Action replay.
Action
off the curves.
Off the curbs, yep.
That's unfortunate, but Voodoo, he must have made a mistake too, because his last lap was a 4 minute 3, and that waiting game has just turned into a game that is more than a waiting game. I don't know where I was going with that one.
I reckon they've bottled it. I reckon they've absolutely stuffed it. But anyway, 4.5 minutes to go. So I reckon, in fact, I don't reckon, I know that there's only going to be one more lap after the end of this one, I reckon, Wilco, as we take a look at Voodoo Child. As John Dog say, I did mention that my money is on Aussie, didn't I? Well, he did, and he's just gone out on a limb there. And thank you for that spelling correction. I think I did that for you, but thank you. F7 action there. Aussie Assault now 4.5 seconds in the lead of this race. And Shep saying he did it all himself. And who could forget Lou's handball, Shep? I'm sure you remember Lou's handball on the Sunday Footy Show, but with less than 4 minutes to go, you were alive too, Wilco. And Lou Richards, the 1977 Grand Final. I can't do Lou Richards, but anyway, 17 people. Oh my goodness me. I'll crack into the Murray Walker in a sec. I missed the half race call. I almost did before, didn't I, when Morning Glory hash went off. But 3.5 minutes remaining. Lap 6, 11 seconds between first and second as we go through them now. Reaper, the Prince of Darkness there in P7. Are there any other close battles on the track? Not that I can see, and barring any mistakes, Wilco, I reckon this is looking pretty set at the moment. But like we always say, anything can happen, and it usually does.
Oh, it usually does. We sort of need Aussie just to lift off the throttle for a bit of a straight and bump these top 3 back up. But I think he wants to win, so that's not going to happen. But yeah, no real battles going on at the moment. Old Rick and Crump there and doing 4.29s pretty much the whole race, so they're very consistent, those two. But unfortunately, it's about 35 seconds off the pace. But enough about that. I guess we'll just ride ball with Aussie for a bit.
Yep, we'll stick with this for a little bit as Rimple Dimple and says...
That cockpit looking good.
Oh yes, that's a very nice looking cockpit there as we see the night time here at Le Mans. And who knows, if we get 2 board, Wilco, we might actually do a 24-hour race around here. I can just imagine that. We've discussed that in the past, haven't we?
I think we would. We did talk about that.
We might have. We've had a 24-minute race. So that's enough.
Yeah, that's enough, yeah.
So Dimple saying, Lou Richards says, I'll put the kiss of death on the Hawks. And, oh well, they've done pretty well since 1961, haven't they? Your old man's seen all the premierships. And Big Shep saying, yes, the Patra Orange Juice Valentine's chocolates. And who could forget about... And was it the Just for Men hair care? Who could forget about that? Shep and the prizes. Who could forget about the prizes? Sorry, it took me a couple of seconds to catch up with what was going on there. But and the Aquila shoes. Yes, Jesus, bringing back all these memories. But Lou is no longer with us. God rest his soul. He was a Collingwood Premiership captain too, I think, back in '53. So,
yeah, I wasn't born then, so that goes past my history, but that's up to you there.
Believe it or not, neither was I, so there's a first. But 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining of this race tonight, and all of the gorgeous people who are listening to my voice. Just stick with us, because after this we will have the post-race interviews, and we will be hearing from the top three. Aussie
and
Assault,
Rob's
yes,
favourite.
and yes,
Rob's favourite.
the man who has smoked them tonight up into P3. But where is our leader at the moment as we take a look at Voodoo Child? And Aussie Assault is beginning his last lap, or what will be his last lap of the race. And big thank you to everybody tuning in. We've had pretty good numbers, Wilco, considering we had some stiff competition in the esports stuff.
Yes, we did, and I'm not sure if Brad's there in the comments, but did we get a Trevor Byers mention on the Supercars thing or not? I'm not sure.
I've got a strong feeling I didn't, but I don't know for sure.
Well, at least you got it on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, so that's the main thing.
Well,
and you also have to do the Greg Russ this week.
Yes, we certainly do. With thanks to our corporate partners. That's just a little taste of what you're going to get. But let's just have a look now. It's all about the corporate partners of the KRL and Unreal Race at the front. We didn't get a mention there, Nemo, but hang in there. There's 9 weeks to go of that competition, and I'm not done with yet, let me tell you. But Unreal Race at the front. I don't know how I'm going to get all those microphones delivered to the house, Wilco. But anyway, make sure to social distance from the Australia Post man. But I am shitting on like I do. Unreal Race at the front until old mate crashed, says Nemo. Mr. Bobble Jog is, what's he doing? He's still in 6th position. We're going to stick with these battles through the order. And Prince of Darkness there, Craig in 8th. And it's the Wolf.
Could be a good battle.
Oh, this could be. This is looking very spicy,
Craig's
Wilco.
limit of those, so he doesn't have any more room for a bit of speed there. 286 is his max speed, and if Reaper can just get good exits out of the corner, he should be able to hold that lead.
Well, let's just see what he can do here. On to the second part of the back straight at the moment. And Nemo saying Murray Walker is annoying. Yep, very good stuff there.
That's what people are saying.
Yep, that's
in the comments. So they were the salty guys that didn't win.
Yep, and we got the W, Wilco. We've got to be happy with that. But here we go then, lap 7, and it's the Wolf who's a long way behind in 9th. And this battle's not over yet, Wilco. And Craig, this battle for 8th position, and our winner is coming up to the last part of the lap.
And he's still a miles away. I've got mine on the eye on the map there on the top right, but he's still a good minute or so away from the lead. That's how long the lap is.
And by the last part of the circuit, of course, I mean he's got 6 kilometres still to go, so he's a long way off at the moment. Nemo saying salty guys, but our main man Trev got the job done. Thank you for that, Nemo. Great to have your support. Who knows, if I get down to that top 3, Wilco, we might be, I think it comes down to a vote on social media, so we'll have to be sharing that with the crew and maybe 1 million YouTube subscribers. But anyway, we won't mention that at the moment, but hopefully I can just get that gig down there. Could possibly be down in Sandown, but anyway, close to Wilco territory. Oh, Craig! Oh, Reaper. Craig! No!
Reaper.
No! God,
no!
This is unbelievable. Big Shep, thank you for letting me know about that. He's confirmed who the premiership captain was. It was Lou Richards. With thanks to Jasper Menhand.
1953, Shep was celebrating his 23rd birthday then.
He certainly was. Oh, shots fired.
I'll let Murray take away this last couple corners.
Through the second last corner. It will be a win for Aussie Assault here. And round 4, and don't go too slowly, but anyway, I reckon the line's there. There we go. And boy, he left that to chance, didn't he? But round 4, our round 4 winner for Tier 2 is Aussie Assault. And it was a...
did we miss this battle?
Hang on a minute here. This is not over. Compact and Hooker. Look at this. Oh, straight to the line. Thorpe and Hackett. Hackett and Thorpe. They're so close. And Compact has got in my throat. My voice has gone after that. And hashtag Nemo Nation for tomorrow night. Oh no, says Nemo. John Dog, great job, Aussie. Great assault. Well, he's going to be rolling in the money tonight, John Dog. He did pick it, but Craig... The man, Craig 92, not a bad result. He did drop a few positions from qualifying, but he'll finish in P7. And the Prince of Darkness there, look at that. Lights flashing, not harvesting as many souls as he would have liked there, Wilco, as the darkness descends on this Le Mans track. But speaking of somebody who should work well at night, Wilco, is this man, Wolf. And I've got to really stop those dad jokes, but very
I thought
close.
He was off in the wall there.
And, well, he was just flirting with that wall in that beautiful sounding Aston Martin. Nemo reckons that's cutting corners there. But the race is over. And
he was talking about.
Sorry.
Because he got a penalty for it, so didn't matter in the end.
Well, 6 drivers with penalties out of the 12 who started. It's the Wolf. There could have been a bit of lag on my screen, but he looked as though he lost it there as he comes across the line to finish the race in 9th. And Kakadu. And look at that, Kakadu, they're coming home for the final points-paying position. Look at that ominous-looking cloud in the background. That looks very strange indeed, but Kakadu there, oh my goodness. And this is like lap 1 of the V8 Supercars. this is like watching the V8 Supercars All-Stars E-Series. Here, Wilco.
Oh yeah, it is. We're just waiting for Crump and Rick, who are they got 10 kilometres still to go, and these boys are already back, celebrated the podium, and they're already on the flight home to the next track in Bruno, which is next week. But anyway, we'll let these Crump and Rick finish the race, and then we'll get going. I think Rick's actually ran out of fuel. He's got 0 litres of fuel. So
I have never seen that before. Well, he's got 103. Well, he doesn't have to worry about Rick anymore. He's not going anywhere.
A long push though,
and he's going to need some supplies out there, Wilco. I reckon he's going to need Bear Grylls, I reckon, out there, because he is way out in the middle of nowhere. But it is a very long lap around here. Hopefully, is there a marshal or someone that can give him a bike ride home? He's out on his own, but Crumpkin doesn't need to worry about that. Some say he's still finishing Abu Dhabi, Wilco, but I can give that joke a rest for now. But hi, Crumpkin, and I reckon he's just left it to the last minute, Wilco. He's got 70 seconds to do this, and come on, Crumpkin.
These guys at the front have blown their engines or something because they've done so many burnouts. But anyway, here we go. Here comes
done another
Crump.
race. Here we go. I think I can. Crumpkin comes across the line. It's the most dramatic P11 we've ever seen here on KRL. And Crumpkin finishes, albeit a different time zone after the rest of the guys. But look at that.
Dude, that's Serbians.
And boy, oh boy, he's running on Greenwich Mean Time, I think. But he's tried to weave past all the cars who have ghosted. It's taken him that long. But there we have it. There are the results. P5 says James Barton, our man Compact. P5, I'm pretty happy with that, he says. We won't be interviewing him in the podium post-race interviews, of course. But question for Morning Glory Hash. How did you lose the car in the final corner? And I was just thinking of asking him the same question myself, Nemo. Hashtag Nemo Nation. Love you, brother. And Big Shep says, even Jerry Can does not run out of fuel. Even a Jerry Cut. Some of the spelling on these comments, Wilco, just absolutely put me out. But there we have it. The sun has set here at Le Mans. And there is your winner. It's the Joker, Aussie Assault 639, taking the win here in 27, nearly 28 minutes here tonight by 0.6 of a second. But we did see him slow down. That was one for the cameras, a bit like what we see in real life, of course. Morning Glory Hash in second. Love you too, Nemo. Voodoo there. Baby in P3. And then it's LJ Hooker. You're the best. Not a bad recovery there for fourth. Compact in fifth. P5, Mr. Bubble Jug in sixth. And the rest of them, Craig, Reaper, the Prince of Darkness. It's the Wolf. And 10th for Kakadu. Again, in the last place, Kakadu National Park getting the last points paying position. Crumpkin. Finally, hi Crumpkin. He's finished there. And Rick Oztech down in 12th, who ran out of fuel as our podium finishers join the party, Wilco.
Yeah. There we go. That's a good way into the room. But we'll just make sure, boys, because we're not on OBS this week, so make sure you got in the party scenes that you've got it set to allow your voice to be shared, and then we can all hear what you're going to say. So we'll give you a couple of seconds to do that, and we'll be good to go. Trev, I'll let you take away into with. We'll start off with Aussie Assault, I guess, or Voodoo. Where do you want to start? You choose.
We'll go 1, 2, 3. Why not? Aussie Assault, first of all,
Yes.
can you hear us, mate?
Yes, mate, I can hear you.
Good stuff, mate. Talk us through your race tonight. You had the early battle with Morning Glory Hash until he bottled it kind of on the last part of the lap, so that sort of eased the pressure a little bit there. It closed up a little bit late in the end, but you still managed to get the win tonight, mate. Talk us through your race.
Yeah, it was bloody extremely clean with Morn. I really bloody enjoyed that. Props to him for that. Like just kept it going, and then when he spun, relieved a bit of pressure, and then just slowed down a little bit so I didn't make any stupid mistakes like last race. But yeah, good to finally get one on the board.
All right, good stuff, mate. And anything else? I mean, you're out the front pretty much the whole race, but early on in the race, you had that really intense battle, didn't you? I think it was Voodoo, yourself, and Morning Glory Hash. And what was the plan there, mate? Was it just to sort of stay out of trouble early on and just keep your distance?
Yeah, it was just trying to get away from him. Like I got a little bit of a gap at one point, and then Morning just reeled me in on the straights. So it's all about just trying to give everyone room and not have a stupid crash.
Good stuff, mate. Well, you kept it together. You stayed out of trouble, mate. You took the win. I love the slowing down at the finish there, mate. That was for the photographers and the cameramen.
Yeah.
But congratulations, mate. You took the win tonight, and we will catch you next week, mate. Congratulations.
Beautiful. Thanks, guys.
Good stuff. As we move along now, we'll go to Morning Glory Hash. Have we got you on the line?
Good, mate.
Yep, career best last time I checked. But I've got to tell you, mate, the big question on everyone's lips at the moment, and we're getting it in the comments as well, is what happened there in that final corner, mate? It was so close, but just had a moment.
Hang on. Morning, you're not appearing on the stream at the moment, so just did quiet. So just make sure you got the settings done right, and we'll be good to go. Yeah, well, we can hear you, but the stream can't.
All right. We might.
Well, yeah. That's right. Oh no, that was Mr. Bubblejug that had the beverages before, wasn't it? So that's all right. But yeah, Trevor, let you translate.
Yep, okay, so Morning Glory Hash, you had a really good race tonight. Unfortunately, you got caught up in a bit of an incident there. All of your own making towards the end, mate. Talk us through your race and what happened there. Well, I'm pretty happy. I had a good race. I was having a good battle with Aussie Assault. And then, unfortunately, I managed to lose the rear end at the final part of the lap. And that dropped me back. So I was quite happy with second, but very, very disappointed to not get the win tonight. Thank you for that, Morning Glory Hash. That is absolutely fantastic. Just how good are we travelling here tonight? But Morning Glory Hash, I can hear you. We can hear you. Nobody else can. But congratulations on P2, mate. Shocking luck with what happened, mate. But all the best tonight and next week as well. Thank you for that. No worries, kid buyers. Thank you. And goodbye.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure whether that's a cross between Siri and I don't know what that is. But anyway, we're moving right along to Voodoo Child, one of our favourites here.
And
oh, look out.
may I, since Rob's not here, I'll just message him and ask if you've got any questions for your Voodoo. And this was his response. Does the podium make you feel like Viagra with a smiley face? Voodoo, are you there? Alright, Rob, your joke wasn't funny, so,
well,
Voodoo, you got your mic on mute or something, mate? What's going on? You're leaving us hanging here. This is where you throw to a commercial.
yeah.
He's in the party. I think he's going to come back. He's going to be like, oh yeah, because he did this last week, I'm pretty sure. But,
okay. He's off getting an ice cream cone, I think, is he? Or what's going on there? But he'll be back
maybe
soon.
Maybe a different sort of cone, but we'll
He'll be back soon. But, well, I might get you to translate, Wilco. I can't hear any rustling going on of the microphone. He's left the party.
He's left. He's going to join back, so maybe he had a bit of issue there. So we'll give him one more chance, and then I'll have to translate for him.
We might be wrapping up. I can tell you quickly, Wilco, where are we going next week in this KRL? Bruno.
Yeah, is Czech Republic, is it?
Yes, Czech Republic, I think.
I'll get it all set up. Voodoo, are you there? I've just seen him join the party. I know he's still joining. But, here we go. Voodoo, there you are. There you go, mate. Yeah, good. Did you miss my joke? 'Cause I'm not repeating it. But talk us through your race, mate. How you made a bit of a mistake early on and just couldn't keep that gap close.
Yeah, I just didn't have the speed, to be honest. I couldn't keep up with the pace. The draft wasn't really helping. It was there, but just not as much as what I needed it to be. So, and then I had a spin, but that's all good. You gotta have a spin at Lamar, you know.
Exactly.
All right, good stuff, Voodoo. And you sort of look like you were biding your time a little bit, mate, down there in P3. But after the early part of the race, which was a little bit crazy, did you ever think that you were a chance to sort of make a move in the early part of the race, or were you just hanging back?
I was more worried. I actually jumped the start. I flipped it into first gear when it was still red. So, you know, I was more worried. Gonna get the draft through.
Only idiots do that,
That start on.
like me last time. But that's right. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, there was just a bit of early battle and just couldn't keep up with them. But that had a good run. I thought it looked it. So, yeah.
All right, good
stuff,
stuff. Well, we've heard from our top 3 podium finishers tonight. Thank you for that, Voodoo, and Aussie Assault and Morning
And
Glory
Morning
as
Glory.
well. Thanks for that. I reckon we're just about ready to wrap up here, Wilco. We are heading off next week to the Czech Republic. The COVID-19 is not going to stop us. Is it round 5 of this championship? But don't forget, tomorrow night we're back here at Lamar, of course, for Tier 1. We'll be back with our beloved regulars and all the trimmings as well, Wilco, of course, with our cutting-edge technology that we have here in the KRL hub or the KRL centre. It's going to be awesome. So thank you, Wilco. Of course, our main man, Rob Dog, couldn't join us tonight. Hopefully he's back tomorrow night. But thank you for filling in tonight, Wilco.
Yeah, no, all good. I'm here every Wednesday night, so I'll be looking forward to jumping in tomorrow after I've done 0.
Good stuff. You don't need to practice, mate. Just turn up and get the job done. That's good stuff. Big thank you to everyone watching, all the people on the live stream, and it's been great to have you with us. Don't forget, of course, to subscribe to the Kid Bias channel if you haven't already. Stay tuned tomorrow night from 8 p.m. for more KRL action. Be kind to one another, keep social distancing, but it's bye for now. See you next time.